Hello people, it is Fox and welcome back to another EDH update video. I do apologize that I have not been posting lately. Work kind of happened, so I couldn't really film anything. Hopefully I will be getting back to my normal sporadic schedule as you guys are accustomed to. But anyway, today I will be showing you my updated Gisa and Geralf EDH deck. It is a Gisa and Geralf, or Gisa and Geralf, or Bart and Lisa Simpson find a Necronomicon, whatever name you wish to garner it, or Poopy deck. I don't really know what you want to call it. You can call it Poopy for all I care, and I do care. The list is also on Tapped Out. I'm awful at these videos, by the way, and I'm well aware of it. The list is on the Tapped Out link on the bottom description if you don't want to listen to my stuttery, nasally, awful voice try and stumble my way through a deck list. But anyway, let's begin. Gisa and Geralf, what do they do? Well, when they come into play, you mill the top 4 cards of your library into the grave, and then during each of your turn, you can cast 1 zombie from your graveyard. And they are fun. They're probably not the best zombie... I almost said Zambo. They're probably not the best zombie tribal deck, but they are a fun one, and they are an interesting experiment. So let's get on with the lands. They really haven't changed much. You got 2, 4, 6, 8 swamps, and I believe 7 islands. 2, 4, 6, yep, 7 islands. 7 islands, similar to the amount of asses the Game Grumps used to enjoy. Only play 1 fetch land, Polluted Delta. I like on-color fetches for no reason other than I like them. Enough said. A school bus just drove by. Drowned Catacombs, here are my dual lands. Drowned Catacombs, River of Tears, Dark Slick Shores, Watery Grave, Sunken Ruins, Sunken Hollow, Dark Water Catacombs, Underground River. I thought there was another one, but there wasn't. I lied to myself. Yeah, when it comes to mana bases, again, they're pretty fluid. You kind of build it as you want to. There are some lands you probably should play, like basics. Unless you're playing, what is it? Oh no, they actually, basic, wastes count as basics. So yeah, you probably want to play basics in a deck. Other than that, it's really on you. So we got Halimar Depths, Cabal Coffers, and Urborg, because I like synergy. Bajuka Bog, Unholy Grotto is a really cool card, or Unholy Grotto, as it's properly pronounced. Yeah, it puts a zombie. I keep saying zombie. It puts a zombie. That's what I call them whenever I play this deck. I call it Zambino. But it puts a zombie from the grave on top of your library, which can be helpful. Command Tower for more colors. Reliquary Tower, just because I can draw a lot of cards in this deck. Temple the False God, duh. Nefalia Drownyard's a card I don't particularly like that much, but it kind of helps me mill. I usually only do that effect if I have Scroll Rack, and I know I can like mill a win. But other than that, it's pretty useless. Westvale Abbey. I like playing this card. I can see it through the sleeve. I'm just now realizing I gotta get the checklist card. But yeah, I like Westvale Abbey. It's a really fun card. I very rarely ever turn it into, what is it, Ormithal, I think it's called? Ormadal, excuse me. I very rarely ever turn it into this demon dude, but when I do, it's fun. Really fun. And then Rogue's Passage to make something really big and scary unblockable. Alright, let's get on to creatures. Hold on, I didn't sort correctly. There we go, the sorting is complete. So the creature list has been updated quite a bit. I say quite a bit, not really all that much. And I sorted it by mana cost. Why? I don't know. Gravecrawler and Carrion Feeder are my 1-drops. Gravecrawler is kind of a combo win piece in this deck, along with Carrion Feeder being the sack outlet. But I'd rather have Phyrexian Altar as a sack outlet, because then it's actually the win combo, and I'll show you what that win combo is later. Those are the 1-drops. Then we got Relentless Dead, Shepherd Rot's kind of a neat win condition, and then Nightscape Familiar. Got our 3-drops, Fleshbag Marauder, Magus of the Will, Prized Amalgam, and then I did pick up a Cemetery Reaper, and I think I did show that off recently. But yeah, people have been bugging about this card for a while, and it is good. It is a zombie lord. Lich Lord of Unks, he's really cool. Diagraph Captain, and a new include in this deck is Lord of the Accursed. Someone did mention this in the comments, but I already figured it out before you mentioned it. I'm lying. He's a zombie lord, and all your zombies gain menace. I have an enchantment to give him menace anyway, but still, he's a zombie lord for 3. He's really, really good. And I'm amazed he's an uncommon. Actually, no, I'm not. His ability is not that fantastic. And there aren't that many zombies in Stand. Oh, actually, there are. There's a zombie deck. Whatever, it's a good card. Good card. 4-drops, we got Corpse Augur, Graveborn Muse, Vengeful Dead is a second piece of that Gravecrawler win combo. We got Wonder. It's not a zombie, but it gives all my zombies flying. So you know how zombies are scary? Imagine a flying zombie. It's fucking terrifying. Then we got Sidisi, Undead Vizier, Phyrexian Delver, Vengeful Pharaoh's a neat card because people very often forget it's in my grave. and then they swing at me with a crazy big thing, and unless it has indestructible, it's dead, which is fun. Grey Merchant of Asphodel is another win combo in this deck, or win con rather. Possessed Scab is my Archomage. Corpse Connoisseur is a pseudo Buried Alive. Grave Titan, not a zombie, surprisingly, but it does make 2/2 zombies, and it looks like a zombie, so it's good enough in my book. Then we got Newscraft Mob, and Micaeus, the Unhallowed. Yes, another card people have been yelling at me to get. This card's fucking expensive, that's why I couldn't find one, but then I did, and I put it in the deck, and it's really good. And notice I don't play Triskelion, because I'm not a douche. And also, I don't want to play Triskelion. I do have a Triskelion, but it's a Zambi deck. You don't play Triskelion in a Zambi deck. You just don't do that. You do play Liliana's Death's Majesty. Liliana Death's Majesty. Jesus Christ, my speech is awful. It creates a 2/2 zombie, and then put the top 2 cards of your library into the grave. So it already works really well with Gisa and Geralf, because they care about me milling. And then I return a creature card from my graveyard. I'm actually reading this because I forgot what it did. Creature card from your grave to your battlefield. That creature is a black zombie. Yeah, so my creatures are already zombies. But if anything, I turn Wonder into a zombie. So it's neat. And destroy all non-zombie creatures. So she's a non-zombie Wrath. She's really, really good in this deck, and I like her. Also, her dress is very silky, and I can appreciate good silk. Moving on, we got some enchantments and then the rest of the deck. So Animate Dead, pretty basic. Graph Harvest gives all my zombies Menace, and then I can make 2/2s if I wish. Rooftop Storm just makes all my zombies. I'm actually going to say it right from now on. Zombies. It makes all my zombies for free, or costs no mana. So that's always good in my book. Imprison the Moon is a removal spell, and I like it. It's a better removal spell, actually. It's a better O-Ring, because it actually exiles commanders and just turns them into something else. Also, they're getting rid of Emrakul, and I am all for getting rid of Emrakul. Ashnod's Altar, and then we got the third piece for that infinite combo, Phyrexian Altar. So the way this works is you can cast Gravecaller from your grave as long as you control a zombie. Vengeful Dead, is probably that zombie. And then Phyrexian Altar means you can sack a creature to produce any color mana to your mana pool. Sack Gravecrawler, make a black mana, put it in the grave, everyone loses 1. Bring him back, because you control a zombie, and you can keep doing that over and over and over again until Vengeful Dead, deals a lot of damage to people, particularly 40, because that's usually what it takes to kill people in Commander. So there's your infinite combo. I know people hate infinite combos, but this deck needed a win con, alright? It needed a surefire win con. I like at least having one nuclear key in every deck, and that is my nuclear key. Phyrexian Altar, Vengeful Dead, and then Gravecaller. Behold the nuclear key. It's made of aluminum and dookie. Alright, so, other enchantments, other artifacts, Commander Sphere, because I've quickly realized I need to put more mana rocks in my decks. I tend to get mana screwed quite often nowadays, and I'm seeing the mana rock problem as mana rocks as a solution to that problem. So there's another mana rock. We got Skull Clamp. Throne of the God Pharaoh is fucking fun. I have never used it. Only the person who has played this deck, who I gave this deck to play, has managed to get this to go off, but I still want to try it one day. Soul Ring, more mana, and then Sensei's Divining Top, Lightning Greaves, and Scroll Rack. Scroll Rack and Top are important because top deck organization matters in this deck. So there you go. Alright, we got instant or sorceries. I do play a couple counter spells, including Counterspell. Brainstorm, Blue Sun Zenith for draw, Hinder for counter, Cyclonic Rift because it's fantastic. Trick Bind because very often people Bajuka Bog me, and I don't want that to happen. So, no, you can't get rid of my grave. If you get rid of my grave, I lose. That is how I lose. I have no grave, okay, I lose. Undermine because it's a really funny counterspell. It's like Counterspell and then fuck you for 3 life. Sudden Spoiling, which screws up combat for a lot of people. It can't be countered because it has Split Second, and it makes all target players' creatures basically O1s. So if they have buffs, they still have the buffs, but they're not probably killing me. So if somebody overruns me and then does some crazy shit with Infect, I can at least just take damage and not take the Infect. Fact or Fiction, Therese Nielsen Foily art. Ponder and Buried Alive because, you know, I need shit in my grave. Exsanguinate, Rise of the Dark Realms. Army of the Damned, really want to try this with Throne of the God Pharaoh at one point. Yawgmoth Will, because it is fantastic. I can cast more stuff in my grave, especially if I have with the Rooftop Storm. So I can cast all my zombies for free. Ingarrick's Wake, because it blows up everyone else's stuff except mine. Beseech the Queen for tutoring. Beacon of Unrest for more reanimation. Decree Pain for a Wrath. Living Death as a pseudo-Wrath, but it really usually works to my advantage. Damnation. If you notice, this was the Damnation that was in Mogus. I took apart Mogus, so a lot of cool black cards came into Gisa and Geralf. And I did make another black-red deck. I will show you that one later. Diabolic Tutor. I love this art so much. I wish that artist would, like... I don't know if he has prints. I'm going to check, because I absolutely want a Diabolic Tutor print of this. Reanimate for Reanimate. Extract from Darkness for more Reanimate. And then Demonic Tutor for tutoring. Hopefully for Reanimate. Alright, so that is my updated Gisa and Geralf deck. Again, the list will be in the description if you didn't want to hear me talk. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you later in more videos. But until then, Throne. Bye.